Hi everyone and welcome. In this video I want to demonstrate the importance of locks and how to use the for update keyword in your select queries. Let's get into it. So imagine this is John's wallet in the bank, and just so happened that today, right at this time, two of his friends are trying to send him some money. So the friends open their banking app and the app is starting a transaction. And now the app wants to see how much money is left in John's wallet. And the app in the other window does just the same. Now the app wants to work out how much money will be left in John's wallet after the transfer, and to do that the app will call a very special function, which in our case will only add the amount of the transfer to the current amount of the wallet. But let's imagine that in different banking apps this function will represent a very different and sometimes complex business logic of the app. So the app calls the function and it passes to it the current amount of the wallet and the amount of the transfer. Let's say it's 200, 300. And the same goes for the blue session. Only the amount of the transfer will be 700. Okay, now that we know the final balance, we can update the wallets. This one's hanging because the other session is holding the exclusive lock to this record. But as soon as the transaction is committed, the query can go on and commit. From what I know about banks, the amount in John's wallet should be 1000 now. But as you have probably guessed from this demonstration, this isn't the case in this case. Let's see. That's right, the amount is 700 now, so 300 got lost somewhere along the way. So as you see, this banking app is a little bit out of order because as soon as it encountered two concurrent transfers, it gave out a very unexpected result. In order to fix this, at the beginning of each transaction, we will need to put an exclusive lock on the records that we will be working with. And that's where the for update keyword steps in. So the change we need to make in the code is this. And now let's go to the second session and do the same here. And as you see, this query is hanging. And the reason for that is because the other session is holding a lock to this record. So let me just finish here. Okay, say I want to add another 700 to my balance. And now update wallets. And now going back to the other session, you can see that it could proceed, and the amount here is already 1400. So let me finish this transaction as well. Okay, this is pretty much how it should be. And let's move on to the second part of this video where I will demonstrate it more in real time. Okay, so for the second part of this demonstration, I created these two procedures here. The first procedure does the same things as what we did in the previous part, with the only difference that it will record all the transfers in the transfers table, because after it's finished, I want to compare the sum of the amounts of all the transfers with the actual balance of the wallet. And the second procedure will just call the first procedure from within a loop, and the loop will run for the number of seconds, and yeah, it will create a random number for each transaction, the number between 500 and minus 500 plus minus 1, I presume. Okay, let's do it. Oh yeah, one thing before we start, I removed the for update keyword here in case you didn't see. And another thing before we start, I want to update my wallet and set the amount equals 0, because after the procedure is finished, this is how I know that my actual balance is made up of the sum of all the transfers that has been made by these procedures. Okay, let's call the procedure now. Run many transfers for 10 seconds. And let me do the same thing here. Run many transfers for 10 seconds. Okay, run and run. Now that the procedures have finished, let's see what's going on in the tables. So as you can see, the amount of John's wallet is minus 13. Let's check how many transfers did the procedures make. Okay, so they managed to make 285 transfers. And let's see what's the sum of these transfers. Group by wallet ID. Oops, sorry. Should be group by. Okay, so as you can see, the sum of all the transfers is totally different from what we have on our balance, which means that, well, again, like in the previous example, the logic of this app is totally wrong. Okay, so for my final example, I want to change this part here in the procedure. I want to add for update. Then I want to refresh my procedures. Okay, then I want to reset my wallets and I want to reset my transfers. Okay, I'm all set. And now I want to run this procedure again. Okay, run and run. Okay, finished. Let's check out the amount. All right, and let's check out the sum of all the transfers. You see, it's the same. So in conclusion, I want to say that if you properly use the for update keyword, you will make sure that your app will run smoothly in the concurrent environment. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you and see you next time.